Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Rose. Hey, Diane. Hey. Oh, I'm echoing. This is good. Every time since when my sound wasn't working, the echo is like a happy thing. So I got this. I don't I don't want to talk about this, you guys. But I'm gonna bite the bullet and talk about it. I'm drinking this stress relief. Guess what it says on I love these little things. They have a little. I also have chocolate here. Gotta have chocolate. It says trust creates peace. I was like, that's a good one. They always seem very appropriate. Trust creates peace. It's so honey lavender. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I have lots of stuff here. I'm gonna play you a song our pastor talked about at church. This writer, Helen Lamel. Helen Lamel. She wrote this one, and you probably know it. Let me go down and see. Hi, Ronald. Hello, hello. Hello. I'm going to do the banner with my email here because I'm going to talk about contests I'm going to be doing. So, and you will have to email me your address if you win. So I'm going to play this. Tell me if you know this one. You know that one? I'll sing it. I think I sing it better than I don't know. Tell me what you think. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. Oh, the park sounds good. I almost went to the park to walk today, but I just walked around here. My thing is not working. There it goes. I don't know. Sometimes when I hit the show, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I click on show the comment, and sometimes this other drop down menu comes up now, and I'm like, what is that? What am I doing differently than I was doing before when I clicked on a comment? Yeah, it's turn your eyes upon Jesus. So yeah, and my pastor was talking about this writer and all the things she went through. Helen H. Lamel. And he did a sermon on Psalm 80. And I got to hear the sermon twice because I went to church Saturday night and then I went to church on Sunday. And so, yeah, and tonight I'm going to talk about, from confronting things. So I've not always been very good at this. I'm not. I'm not. I'd rather, I like peace. I almost wore my Mickey shirt. I couldn't decide what to wear. This is a dress I got at Maurice's that's comfy. I grilled today for my son. I cleaned the grill and I grilled chicken and steak, and I made asparagus, and I made these little red potatoes. And so my son I don't think he's going to come by tonight, though. I think he's going to come by tomorrow because, because I told him I was going live. And I was going to end it early, though, if he popped in here at like 7:30. I was like, I could just go for a half an hour. But he's tired, so, and his friend, I'm praying for his friend. His friend had a motorcycle accident and he's in the hospital. So I was like, yikes, okay. So I'm praying for my son's friend. So I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I wanted to, so something that happened recently is I was, really burdened about something going on in my family. And so I decided they only have the Saturday night service. And they only have the Saturday night service on the first Saturday of the month and the third Saturday of the month. So, and then I turned a little alarm off on my phone to go off at like 4:20, which normally would be, it just seemed like a good Saturday to go. Normally, Glorious Life on Wheels, Carol would be going live at that time on Saturday, but she has laryngitis, so she wasn't live. And so my little alarm went off and I was like, which Saturday is it? Is this the Saturday they have Saturday service? And it was. So I went, and it's really nice. It's a smaller service. And because it's a pretty big church that I go to, Cherry Creek Presbyterian. And I'm going to drop I'll drop their site because you can listen to them online and stuff. And they also have a YouTube. So that's pretty cool. I think you could even watch it on YouTube. Let me share this with you. So that's my church's website. Let me see something. Let me find yeah, I found it. They have a YouTube also. Here it is. There you go. So I found a devotion, and it was funny. It is the one from yesterday in my Confident Woman devotional, which I read you sometimes, and I'm going to read it to you because it pertains to the story I'm telling you. And so I've been kind of discouraged about the situation, and my friends know. And so, yeah, I decided to go to church Sunday night, and I've been asking my friends to pray about it. And this devotion from yesterday in the Confident Woman devotional by Joyce Meyer is about the prayer of agreement. Let me read this to you, and then I'll finish telling you my story. Again, I tell you, if two on earth agree, harmonize together, make a symphony together about whatever, anything and everything they may ask, it will come to pass and be done for them by my Father in heaven. Matthew 18:19. Because our prayer power multiplies when we are in agreement with those around us. 1 Peter 3:7, we need to be in agreement all the time, not just when we face a crisis situation. There will be times in our lives when what we are up against is something that is bigger than we are by ourselves. At such times, we will be wise to pray together with someone who is in agreement with us in that situation. Dave and I, that's Joyce Meyer's husband, often pray in agreement while driving down the highway. We are trying to break ourselves of the bad habit of talking about praying later and develop a new habit of praying right away. When possible, we hold hands and we pray in agreement. If you feel you have nobody in your life with whom you can agree in prayer, don't despair. You and the Holy Spirit can agree. He is here on the earth with you and in you as a child of God. You will succeed at being yourself and praying bold, confident prayers when you get into agreement with God. Lord, I ask you to bring the right people into my life with whom I can pray, especially on big matters. Give us a spirit of agreement that our prayers might be effective. Amen. So, yeah, that was about the prayer of agreement. And I thought that was neat because yesterday and also last Sunday, okay. My daughter just texted me. I'm so excited. They're good. Let's ask her questions. I try not to be, since my kids are grown, and it's been hard with some of them since my husband and I's separation and divorce. So that's why I'm very, what's the word? I'm just very aware, and I like I'm saying in this live is like, I don't like to say anything negative or be confrontational. And like, answer my text right now. I'm just very patient. I'm like, okay, they'll get it. They didn't see it yet. They're busy. But I'm very, with my grown kids, I'm like, don't want to be up in their space. And that's why, like, when I came here to Denver, my son's in the basement part of, he rents the basement part, and it's like 2 rooms of his friends, his best friend from grammar school that they moved here together. Apartment condominium. He's in the basement. And when I said I was coming there, he was like, you can stay in my basement, Mom. But, that wasn't like indefinitely. Like, I was there for a month, and then I went to the Glow meetup, and I was out in California, and I went up the coast, and I went into Oregon, and I went to see my niece and stuff. And I was gone for a month, and I was supposed to move into this apartment when I got back. So I was in I was at my son's place for a month, just a month. And I was like, well, it's okay. I'm going to get my apartment. I'm going to have my apartment and move into my apartment when I get back. So, yeah, I I got back in the first apartment that I had fell through. And it's like, this apartment's not ready. That's on the ground floor. You'd have to have the one on the second floor. And then I had not looked at their reviews, and they had bad reviews. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so I was at my son's a little bit longer, but then I'm like, I felt like I was kind of, just up in their space. My son's 29, and another guy lived there with them. And I think when I came back from Wyoming, I didn't expect when I showed up. I don't know. Yeah. So now I want to answer my daughter back, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit until it's hard for me. Like, I want to answer right back right now, but I'm busy right now. You guys, I have an interview Thursday, so I'm excited. So pray about that. I have an interview for the lifeguarding job on Thursday. So pray about that. I'm excited. And Claire Bear is due. My daughter is expecting next month and the next month. So, and the baby hasn't turned around yet, but I think there's plenty of time for that. Hopefully so. But that's what she said in her text. But so what I was saying was, what was I saying? I've been having people pray with me about the situation, and I really, really appreciate that. And like last Sunday, a friend named Carol prayed with me, and it was but this Sunday it was another friend named Carol. I ended up going to the Panera with some friends from church yesterday. And I told you I went to church. What was so cool is I went to church. When I went to church Saturday night, I decided I would ask the pastor. And since it's smaller, I don't feel like, since it's smaller, he's not inundated with all these people that want to talk to him afterwards, since it's a smaller little intimate service. And I was like, well, I've never met this. Hey, Galaxy Lady. Hi. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here while I'm saying that, while I'm welcoming Galaxy Lady. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate Rose. She's been watching my videos. And yeah, I appreciate all of you. And so anyways, so I went to church Saturday night, and I decided to ask the pastor to pray about this situation. And also, what is, I'm trying to tell you like enough so you understand the story, but not sharing all my business, frankly. So, but I had recently wrote to this person in my family and told them about the poem that's about the situation we went through. And so my storm poem, which I can say that for you. I'm going to say it for you. I'll say it for you. I said it yesterday at Panera for my friends. And but the thing that's cool about it is it's all about prayer. And I had never told this family member that poem was about the situation we went through. So I recently wrote him and told him that. So, and I told him a lot of things that I was scared to ever say to him, because I was afraid of him I was afraid of his anger. So I was afraid to confront him. So let me say the storm poem for you because it goes along with the story. And hey, Daryl's here. Hi, Daryl. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? You hear the planes going over? Paul's Blind Suit for the Soul is here, and he's like, "You're near an airport." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Shh, don't tell anybody. So yeah, I hope you're doing good. What's the temperature up there? It's been cooled off here. It's 72 right now. Low of 52. I was cold when I came home from church yesterday, and I put on my sweats and I put on a hoodie. And I was like, I can't believe I have a hoodie on. I'm like, I'm cold though. I feel cold. So yeah, it's low of 52, high of 81, 72 right now. But so anyways, back to my story. Where was I? Oh, I'm gonna say the storm poem for you. This has become my most favorite poem, and now I say, don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. At the end of my every live, and that is from this poem. So this is my poem called "The Storm," and it's in this book, The 7-Story Tree. If for a gift of any amount, and if you email me at this email, your address, I will send you this book. It was my first book. I did it in 2015, and the storm poem is in this. So, oh, cool. You just got back from an adventure. That's cool. So don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Oh, that I could fix your problem. I'd mend you up. You'd no longer be stuck in that addiction or depression, the trials that come in rapid succession. But what can I do? I cannot fix you. I can't make you believe or even relieve that deep ache in your heart. Just where do I start? Don't do nothing, she yelled at me. Well, what should I do? Scream and shout and run about? Perhaps sit and pout? No, I'll fight a war upon my knees, and quietness and confidence shall be my strength. He keeps my prayers and my tears. Perhaps the overflow makes the rain to water all the pain upon the earth. I'll thank him for this thorn. I'll praise him even when I'm worn, because he carries me through the storm. He walks to me on the tempest sea. The rain brings life back to my dying tree. And one day through the clouds, I'll see the rainbow. So I wanted to say that poem for you because so I talked to Pastor Gary after service about this situation and just how God always cares when we stop caring. That hurts him. Yeah. Exactly. So I told him about this situation, and he prayed with me, and I really appreciated that he prayed. He could see that when I left, and in some ways, I was going to talk about tonight about running away from things. And like a lot of times I've avoided confrontation and ran away from things. And that's what I feel like I did. And so this pastor, he prayed with me that I would let go of the guilt of thinking it was all my fault, because well, first I feel like I was too soon in moving out of my ex's house, and I should have stayed and confronted the problems there. And not that I shouldn't have, I needed to eventually move out, of course, because we were, divorcing, but I did that too soon and I didn't confront the problems and I just ran away. So that's what I felt like I did. And they were blaming it on me. Whenever something is blamed on me, and like I did the same thing. Like I was thinking about this today, you guys. I did the same thing with the bully. I'm just like, okay, that's it. I'm quitting YouTube. Bye. I don't like this drama. I don't like this BS. I'm out of here. I'm out. Okay. And I felt like God was saying like, no, no, I don't want you to, my YouTube. It was ridiculous too that I stopped traveling. I stopped going live every week. I stopped making as many videos. I mean, I was making more like little videos. I was making little videos, but I wasn't going live every week like I was before. And I started going live once a month. And I was just sitting there. I wasn't going anywhere. And my YouTube was still growing. And like someone came, like someone said about that stuff that was going on with the bully and him making videos about me and stuff. And, I just hated it when I got blamed for stuff. And I was be like, I'm out. Okay. I'm out. Bye. I'm out. So you can't blame any of this crap on me anymore. And that's why I left, my ex's house. I'm like, oh, you're going to blame this on me? Okay. Well, let's see how you do when I'm gone. Then who are you going to blame it on? That's why I ran away. I got mad and ran away. And so that's what I wanted to do with the YouTube stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to quit. So if you look, I have to have something for you to win. So my contest is going to be when you watch a lot, it's going to be for an hour, but if somebody watches, this one's not an hour long video. This is a short video. If you watch the video where I have this, if you find, it's like a scavenger hunt. If you find the video where I talk about the puzzle box, leave a comment, watch the whole video because Red needs watch time and leave a comment that send me the puzzle box and email me your address and I'll send you the puzzle box. So I'm going to do a concept test like that, but mostly it's going to be for lives. So please watch the whole live. I need watch hours. So like, yeah. And I have a bunch of little things that you're going to win. But anyways, so where was I in this story? So yeah, running away. I was talking about me running away and not confronting things. And so somebody, I enjoyed chatting. I was chatting with Diane last night on, it was nice chatting with you, Diane. So there was somebody that was in the community of people commenting on our little, drama thing that I didn't start at all. This other person started this. I didn't do anything to him also, but I did get pissed off though when he did a whole video and announced on his community tab that I blocked Red, get over it. Yeah, I got pissed. I did. And it just got so bad that I wanted to just quit YouTube. And and this one person said, this is hurting everybody's channels that's involved. You just got to stop. This person said this. The person with the deep voice, Diane. He's like, y'all got to stop. Like it's both of y'all. You guys are both bad. And this is hurting everybody's channels. And I was just like, Ron, I haven't lost any subscribers. I'm my channel's growing. I don't get it. Like I want to quit. I'm pissed off. I run away. I tend to run away from things. It's kind of dysfunctional and codependent. I don't want to, I'm kind of people pleasy. I want everybody to just be happy with me and love me. And, I can be like that. I can be very codependent. Anybody ever see the movie Runaway Bride? It's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, I could so see myself in that. Like when I started crying when I first saw that movie back in when it came out, and I don't know when it came out. It came back out in the 90s. I think my oldest was a teenager when it came out. Yeah, yeah. So he said, as hard as this past month has been, I needed first time I was able to ride myself. Yes, that's good. That's good. Yeah, and it's so hard. It's hard to speak the truth, but you like feel better when you are honest and authentic with people. So, yeah, but it's hard. It's hard. And I needed to confront things with the bully too. I needed to confront all that, instead of running away from it. And I tended to want to run away, and it was causing me a lot of anxiety. He was getting everybody. It was like a lynch mob, it was like he was, they had their pitchforks, and, and their torches and their pitchforks. And they were following me around from live to live. I mean, I kid you not. They were following me around from live to live to harass me. And then the girl bully did a video saying I was harassing her. And I'm just like, this is insane. And like someone, you want so much to like, you wanted to speak up in the comments on their videos about you, but they already had you blocked. I blocked them, they blocked me, and then they had somebody, I guess look at my Facebook or whatever to say, I said something about the therapy, which this person announced to everybody on her, on my live, on her live all the time. And she was saying like, I didn't say that. And like, I'm, was exposing her and, telling everybody about that. And I wasn't. She had said it herself. Hey, Brenda. Hello. Good to see you. I'm talking about when you need to confront things and how it's hard. It's hard for me, and I like to run away. I'd rather run away, and I don't like to get people upset with me. And the whole poem is about when I say the part where I said, "Don't do nothing." She yelled at me. This was another family member telling me what to do in that situation. And someone who didn't know anything about it. And this was about the last straw with this person in my family, because she has been emotionally and verbally abusive my entire life. Yeah, don't run, confront. Right. That's what I have trouble doing. I'm getting better at it though. I'm learning. I'm opening my little Dove chocolate. This is a stressful topic for Red, so I need chocolate, you guys. It's just a little chocolate. It's just a little cheap, okay? And I like that it has a little saying on it. Always time for love. Right. It's the caramel ones. That's good. Who has a potty mouth? She has a potty mouth. Stay away. Oh. I'm honestly having trouble with that. You guys. I have trouble with that though, too, Brenda. Since for people who don't know me, and maybe some of you here that don't know, I was a goody two shoes. I was for I became a Christian as a teen, and um, my oldest brother was on drugs like almost my entire adult life. He was alcoholic, and he was in motorcycle accidents, and he was um, just a lot of times in trouble my whole entire life. Since, he was illegal drinking age when I was like 6, because he was 15 years older than me. So he turned 21 when I was 6. And yeah, and he's just, so because of that, like, I didn't try any job, not even pot. It's like I was at a van life meetup. Honestly, I was. I'm telling on them all. I just would not. Goody me. If I wasn't in that place away from God, I wouldn't have even started hanging out with these people. Getting drunk on lives, and then next thing you know, Red's getting drunk on the live. Like, what am I doing? Who is this person? That was not who I was for most of my life. So, I got with my husband when I was 17. We started dating, and so got married at 19. So when we separated, I'd only been with him because we had our first child when I was 20. He was 22, I think, or 23. And yeah, I try to control it too. But that's one of the things, since I came back to God, I have a hard time. If I get really mad, words start coming out. And especially if I'm talking to someone who I know doesn't mind or anything, or might have that kind of mouth too, it will come out. Yeah. But I'm trying to stop, and so especially I came back to God. So I was away from God from 2019 till 2021. And it was like fall 2019 till September 7th, 2021. And that was the hardest thing. It's been the hardest thing to let go of, is stop having a potty mouth. So so who are you talking about has a potty mouth? She has a potty mouth. Stay away. So are you talking about, oh, hey, Matthew. Hello, how are you? It's May next month. Is it May next month? Next month, you guys. My son that lives here in Denver is going to be 30. I feel old. And next month, my second grandbaby is on the way. So I'm excited. Yes, no one's perfect. Yeah. He'll be 26. You're so old. So I want to, you guys, I can't stand it. That Frey's really grumpy today. I'm gonna just tell her I'm live right now, that I'll text her more later. In a little bit. I can't make her. I don't want to make her wait. Even though they make me wait a little bit to answer my texts, I don't want to make them wait. So anyways, where was I in my story? So my pastor prayed with me Saturday night, and there's 2 ways where I can go out of my church. And I just discovered this recently. And I usually have Siri on, and I don't know why, because I know how to get to the church now. I've been going there since November, but I always I don't know why. It's an obsessive thing. I'm using the maps, and I don't really need to. So, oh, yeah. Oh, it's 101. Sheesh. Where are you? I don't remember where you are. Are you in California? No, you're in you're back east, aren't you? Sheesh. Yeah. He's young. So anyways, so yeah, I really appreciated the pastor praying with me. And the thing where the story of the poem comes in is, instead of leaving my church and going to the highway like I usually do to come back to my apartment, I went the other way, which is by the Cherry Creek Park. It's called Cherry Creek because it's near the Cherry Creek State Park, where I camped in my RV when I first came to Denver in 2020 in my RV. So I go that way, and it's starting to rain, and there's a beautiful rainbow. And I'll drop the link to my short I'm going to drop the link to my short, because I did a short of the rainbow. So yeah, there was a beautiful rainbow. And so that was just so encouraging to me. I didn't cry, but I almost cried. It didn't dawn on me at first, but then it really dawned on me later. And that's why I called this short, "One Day Through the Clouds, I'll See the Rainbow." And because it was so cool, because I just had my pastor pray with me about that situation that I wrote that poem about. And I wrote that poem in 24, when the situation happened was 2013. And when I wrote the poem, might have been 2013 or 2014, but the book was out in 2015, and it's in this book, the Storm poem. So yeah, it was so cool. So I'm going to drop this in the thing. So yes, grandkids are so special. I'm so sorry about your grandson, Diane. I remember that. I'm so sorry. So yeah, and then on Sunday, it was cool because I heard the sermon again. It was longer though, and he told a cool story about his dad that's 90. He didn't tell the story in his Saturday night sermon because it was shorter. And he told this cool story about his dad and his dad having heart surgery, and his dad being really nonchalant about it, but then they ended up, he wasn't doing well, so they ended up driving through the night to Minnesota from here. Crazy. And he said when his dad woke up, he was like, Gary, what are you doing here? And incidentally, I told a story before on here about my other pastor, Pastor Brad, talking about his mom, and his mom just passed away. So he was at her memorial yesterday. So, but yes, I'm so sorry, Diane. Yeah. Yeah, it's been 2 years. I've been here in Denver for a year. And it's been really, really wonderful. I really really like it here. And when I first came here, I almost was gonna try and buy a condominium. I was looking at them because there happened to be an open house like 2 doors down from my son's place, and I met this realtor who's really good here, and so we were looking at places, and I almost put an offer on a place. But it's good that it didn't go through because the money from my dad was late, so it would have been, I don't know. But also I wasn't ready. I was like, I'm not sure I want to stay here. But like since I found my church and just had a really awesome birthdays. My son and I went out to eat for his birthday. My birthday's in October, his birthday's in September. And when I got the money, I had got us tickets to One Republic. We went to see One Republic, and I just had a lot of good times and with my son and everything. And then I found my church in November, and my friend, I just went to eat with my friend Judy after church last Sunday, and she's the one that invited me for Thanksgiving when I first went to the church. You know, it's my first Sunday at their church, and this person invites me for Thanksgiving. So it was so nice. And so I have friends at my church. It was funny. It was like my son actually texted me and Sunday, and church was just out, and I was about to go eat with my friends, and I was just like, wow, I have friends, and now I'm sort of like the tables have turned, you know. It's like now mom's busy with her friends, so I can't go over right now. But I was like, you can meet us at Panera, and I did the share your location. I said, or stop by, you know, stop by my place later. So anyways, it's just been really wonderful. And so and then on Sunday I and because of how encouraged I was Saturday also, I emailed this family member and just, you know, said a lot of things I felt like I needed to say that I always had been afraid to say to him because he would get angry, honestly. So, you know, and I was feeling really good about all of this. And then, and that's why talking to someone got me so upset. Texting with someone that said, oh, you shouldn't do that. They're gonna, you know, you're gonna push them farther away. And I was just like, I can't push them any farther away, and I need to confront them. And this is what I felt like God had me do. And I was just feeling some peace. And then, you know, I know this person didn't mean to, but, you know, it just, you know, started making me feel bad again. Thankfully, but Sunday too, it was just the friends I went to with Panera, and then I have a friend I didn't know that's been going through cancer. So so this friend, another friend, Carol, prayed for me and the other friend that has just dealt with cancer. And so it just was wonderful. And I said my storm poem for them, and I gave them copies of my book too. So it was just, I had a really great day at church. You know, and I just felt like this text message I got was just like pour water all over that. And trying to like snatch that away. Like there's a story in the Bible, and it's like when the word comes, and it's about the sower, and it's like when the word comes and then Satan tries to snatch it away. And I felt like I got my encouragement and my prayer, and I was starting to feel peace about the situation, and Satan was trying to snatch it away. And that's how I felt about it. So that's what happened. I want to share but in the meantime, what am I supposed to do? Scream and shout and run about, Rose? Ah, the sky is falling. You know, I was just having peace about the situation. And, you know, and then this thing, and that's why it's very hard for me. And I've had to do this in the past, like I said, with that other family member that was saying, don't do nothing, like just laying the more guilt on me. You already feel badly because your family member is going through this, and then to have somebody else heap guilt on, well, you're doing the wrong thing, and that's not what you should do. You're pushing them farther away. You're doing nothing, like my family member said to me. And, you can't, when you're going through that, I'm sorry, but I have to have the boundaries up. I can't have more negativity when I have people that I'm praying with that are putting positive things into me and praying for me not to have the guilt. I can't have a negative person coming at me and saying, you're doing the wrong thing and you're going to push them farther away. No, I'm not going to have that. I'm not. Just not. I have to, I can't let that negativity in. That's why I shared that verse on my community tab. You dwell on whatsoever things are lovely, pure, noble, virtuous, of good report. And you imagine that person healed and whole. That person is going to come to their senses. I pray that prayer. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind. God has not given that person, my family member that I love very much, a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And I pray those things, and I can't, and Joyce Meyer often talks about, like, are you praying for this person to come to God and to get help and this, and then you're going complaining about them to this other person, at lunch, and going, oh, they'll never change, and blah, 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 and oh, you can't do that. You're canceling out your prayer. You're talking negatively. You have to have hope. You have to say, I can see this person will come to themselves, like the prodigal. I have a poem in here about the prodigal, ended up being about me too. But yeah, you got to have hope. You got to believe. And thank you for coming in, Galaxy Lady. Your lunch break is almost over. Oh, okay. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Yes, I think I'm going to make quiche tomorrow. And I think my son's going to come over tomorrow. I told him, though, I'm going to save this chicken and steak for him. But I told him I'm going to make, he was at the hospital visiting his friend. And bless his heart. And I want to pray about that too. So, yeah, it's hard, but we have to have courage to confront things, and not run away. And, I'm preaching to myself. I have one finger pointing at you, I have three pointing back at myself. So, and I wanted to read something else. I wanted to read this one too, because this one is good. And I'm going to say my elephant poem for you. And I'm at 56 minutes. So, hey, I'm making good time. I think I'm making good time. Am I making good time? What do y'all think? Oh, I have to talk more about the contest. So, yes, it's going to be like the little things. I'm going to give away little things. This is a wolf I got in Branson, Missouri. So if you find my wolf, Beware of Wolves live, the first bully actually shows up at my live. It was before everything went down, but it says that. If you watch, I need watch hours, you guys. Watch the whole live if you want this. It goes together like that. I got this in Branson. Oh. If you want to win the wolf, watch the wolf live. Oh, yeah. Find the live where I yo-yo. I'm in my, it's one of my longest lives. You don't have to watch the full live because I think it's very long. But watch for an hour and you'll win a yo-yo. Find the live in my RV where used to be friend of Diane and I comes up on my live. And send me your address and I'll send you the yo-yo. Find the live where I do the yo-yo. It's a scavenger hunt, you guys. It's fun. Okay, watch. Is anybody going to London and you need an adapter? If anybody's going to London and they need an adapter, watch one of my lives from London. Well, it's from Windsor. And I'll send you this. I actually bought it. It's for your phone. And if nobody wins it, I'll keep it for next time I go. But this is an adapter for UK. Wait, is this an adapter for UK? Yeah. They were all different. Yeah, this is a UK adapter, and for your phone. So you could win that if you watch for an hour. Watch for an hour. Red needs watch hours. I'm at 2,050 now. What am I at? Something like that. I'm going to read you this one. This one's really good. Because another thing I wanted to talk about is sometimes we need to swallow our pride. Sometimes we don't want to, like, sometimes when you confront someone, you also maybe need to apologize for something, like sometimes, like I needed to say to this person, I shouldn't have left there when I left there in 2016. I shouldn't have left my ex's house. That's what I said. I said I shouldn't have done that. I was running away. I should not have done that. I've also apologized for other things to my kids. I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how ridiculously strict I was sometimes with things. I took away my son's Pokemon cards. They were harmless. I was being paranoid. But yeah, I took away my son's Pokemon. He was so upset. My younger son was so upset. But I read this crazy book on demon. It was insane. I used to not let them read Harry Potter, but then another homeschooling mom challenged me and it was like, have you read them? And I was like, no. But they're witches. She's like, well, read them and then see what you think. And so then we started reading them and watching the movies, and we loved it. We love Harry Potter. We loved Harry Potter at our house. And C.S. Lewis. I was listening to The Magician's Nephew when I walked today. But anyways, I'm going to read you this one because it's really good, and it's about pride and humility. And he always has great stories. A. Philip Parham. This is Meditations for Recovering Persons. And I need it because I'm codependent. So he has the verse from Luke 18:13. God be merciful to me, a sinner. And it's where the two people are praying, and the one says, thank you that I'm not like this tax collector here. And that's how he prays. And even says in the Bible, he's praying thus and so with himself. So like, he's really not even talking to God, is what Joyce Meyer says. And then the other man prayed and says, God be merciful to me, a sinner. And so this is A. Philip Parham. A study was made of delinquent boys in prison. They were all asked this question, why are you here? Invariably, the answers were like this: because the cops tricked me, or I was picked up by mistake, or somebody ratted on me, or I got caught. One prison official said, my hardest job is to convince the young delinquent that he has done anything wrong. For some people, guilt and responsibility are non-existent. When bad things happen in life, something or someone else is always blamed. Most of us used to be like that. We had an alibi or an excuse for everything. Evading responsibility and avoiding blame became our way of life. We were so sick we could not stand the thought of anything being on our conscience. We denied any shame. Yet we were touched by God. He touched us in our remorse and shamefulness until we felt the pang of our guilt and took responsibility for our actions. We could not face or find health until we did this. The road to health is honesty. The way to be cleansed is to admit openly our sin and failure. When we face ourselves and we see our own part in our misery, our burden of guilt can be removed. But we can't lay down a burden we refuse to carry or even see. This is what, there's a narcissistic abuse coach, Lisa A. Romano. I have her link in my featured channels. And she says, you can't fix a hole in the wall that you don't see. And you can't, like, if you're full of pride, and the Bible says, pride goes before us fall. If you're full of pride and say, I didn't do anything wrong, and you think like you can't be deceived, or, that's a really dangerous place to be, especially these days, because people get, thanks, Rose. I really appreciate it. Okay, be right back, Diane. So, yeah, you can't fix a hole in the wall you can't see. If you can't see that there's something wrong, you can't fix it. And next, I'm going to say my elephant poem because that goes with that. That's why the elephant's on the thumbnail, because the elephant in the room, it's confronting the elephant in the room. Okay, welcome back, Diane. So when we face ourselves and see our own part in our misery, our burden of guilt can be removed, but we can't lay down a burden we refuse to carry or even see. Make me honest, Lord. Don't let me blame others for my mistakes. Amen. And a lot of times God can take something, and fix it, because in Romans 8:28 it says, God works all things together for the good of those who love him, who are called according to his purpose. So you may have even, and I see this because I can feel very badly that I rebelled against God and got mad at God and just went off, and I have lives like, what could I offer you? You'll win something. If you find my live, find and watch my whole live, you guys, with Van Vita Travels. Who can find the live where Paula interviews me? Find that live and you will win something. Let's see. What do I have? I have a bunch of stuff here. How about I had a specific thing. Oh, I know. This will go good. The sheep. That was me, the lost sheep, okay? He left 99, left them all behind to find me. So, yeah, if somebody wants to win this little sheep, so I'm trying to economize and get a job and save money for a tiny house. I mean, I have money, but I want to stop spending all of them. My rent is a lot, you guys. So that's why I'm interviewing to lifeguard on Thursday. And I'm not giving away prize money anymore. I'm giving away things. So if you want to win the little sheep, find and watch for 1 hour my interview with Paula where I talk about the tramp page. It's bad, you guys. It's really bad. But anyways, yeah. And you can win this sheep, the little lost sheep that Jesus came after and got. It's me. If you find and watch the live, a girls chat where I did girls chat, you got this. You will win this. Watch for an hour, leave a comment, email me your address, and you got this. God's got you and you got this. Okay? So that's how it's going to go. I'm going to think of more. I'm going to think of a live for you to watch and you'll win the Red Hot. Oh, you know which one it should be? In one of my lives, I don't even know which one it is. Find the live where Nomadic Rat Pack sings, "Hey there, little Red Riding Hood," and you will win the Red Hots. Email me your address, okay? Find the live. It's a scavenger hunt. It's a scavenger hunt. Remember? Find the live where the wolf appears in the chat. This is funny. The live, there's a little video with this. where I'm fired up, and this got a lot of views, but that's a short. So, but if you find a live that's titled "You're So Vain, you probably think this live is about you," watch the whole thing. It's very interesting. That's a bully live also. You can win the fire truck, which was a viral video of Red's. Okay, so I'm gonna think of more like that, and more things like that, and more things to give away. But it should be fun. It should be fun. So go on a scavenger hunt. Scavenger hunts are fun, right? So I'm going to say the elephant poem. Then we're going to pray. Oh, I didn't blow the bubbles. Oh, you guys should find the bubble video. Ha, ha, ha. I definitely can send bubbles to anybody who finds and anybody else. So Rose gave me the idea for this because she commented on my hot cocoa video and said she wanted the cocoa, and like nobody was saying that. And what was so hilarious is I told Rose is I just bought more of that. I drank all of that because I made that video a long time ago. I didn't want to drink it. I didn't drink it all at once. I didn't like binge drink it, but it's really good cocoa. It's pumpkin spice cocoa from and they have it out again. And that's why I just bought more, and it was hilarious because then Rose commented on that video about I want the cocoa, and I'm like, okay, I just bought more. Let me send it to you. And so if anybody comments on that again too, I mean, there's honestly going to be a limit. Like you guys, you can win 2 times, but like if you've done well, watch more videos if you want to. I need watch hours. And that I need 1,000 more to get where you can get memberships on your channel, and I need 2,000 more to get 4,000, so I can have commercials. What was it called? Advertising. Yeah. And I only need a few more subscribers. I only need 500, so I have enough to get the memberships. I just need 1,000 more watch hours to have 3,000 watch hours. Hey, Kenneth, I'm sorry. You're sneaking in. You're sneaking in on me. You're sneaking in on me. Hi. Sorry, I almost missed you. I see you. I see you now. Hi, Kenneth. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm going to put these on my community tab too. I'll put them on my community tab this week. And I'm going to say the elephant poem for you. Yeah, I have elephants for you to win also. So there's a number of lives where I see, if you watch a live where I say the elephant poem and you email me that you watched for an hour and I said the elephant poem, you can win the elephants. I also have this one. This one was I won on a friend's Facebook auction thing. And I also have this little one I got in the redwoods. So probably 2 people, because I know I say it in more than one live. So if there's a live where I say the elephant poem, you can win. You could probably also win an owl. Who's heard the story of my mom and the owls? There's a live. I know there's a live. There's a live with that story in it. I'll be going through them and being more specific with these and putting them on my community tab. But if you want to win a little owl, find the live, watch it for an hour, comment below, send me your address, and I'll send you an owl. I also have the one that makes the noise. Where is it? Let me show you. Wait, where is it? Okay, here it is. This is. It's not gonna go. There it goes. Anybody want to win a little owl? Okay, how about this? Who knows what my favorite place I visited in my RV was? Some people might know. Find the live, watch the whole live for an hour of my favorite place I went in my RV. Might be the Lost Coast. You will win that. So, a lot of people should know what was my favorite place. I usually say it a lot of times. So let me say my elephant poem because we have to deal with the elephants in the room. I'll show you my book. My book that's not available. Do not hire Page Publishing. They were another people that they tried to get me to back down. That's why they tried to sue me because I was speaking out against them on social media. I didn't have money enough to sue them. I wasn't able to sue them. So I spoke out about them on social media and they got mad. So they threatened me with a $1 million lawsuit, and it was just to shut me up, to get me to run away, get me to shut up, to silence me. Here's another elephant you can win. It's a little necklace, and it comes in. I like little things. This is the little things contest. You can win little things. It's a thought that counts, right? So you could win that elephant. Find a live where I say, watch the whole live. Find the live where I say the elephant poem. There's a few of them, I'm sure. I'm going to say it right now. And this is the book. Was there ever an elephant in your room? When it walked, it went boom. You tried to deny it, but you couldn't hide it. Where can you hide an elephant? Oh no, that's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. Go ahead and face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free? Or will they all laugh at me? Maybe they'll get mad. Don't want to confront it. Or will they all laugh at me? You guys, I never forget this, but I just messed myself up because I said something different. I'm going to go to that. Look, there's the elephant cat and the elephant bat. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. There she is facing her elephant. See? Go ahead and face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free? There's the elephant bird. Like in Horton hatches the egg. Perhaps. Who are they anyways? And why do we care if they laugh? They have a hyena in their room. That's so much worse than just an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. 1 day, 2 day, 3. Day by day, these things I pray. I have a higher power who created elephants. Maybe he can take care of it. I wonder what he'll do. Will he take it to the zoo? See, he's thinking worried, troubled thoughts, and the elephant's in the cage. But God, it says in Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for good and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. We need to think like God thinks and not think the worried thoughts of your elephant ending up in jail or worse. What? People will come from miles around to see the greatest show in town. The elephant, he now does tricks, and people pay to get their kicks. God can take your ashes and give you beauty. You thought you had to sacrifice. Everyone must pay their price. If I give him the elephant, he'll die. But the ringmaster doesn't work that way. The elephant will live another day. He'll sing and dance because he got a second chance. The circus is a place of joy and wonder because the ringmaster has a plan. Trust the elephant in his hands. Yeah. Trust God. He'll let you know when you need to confront things. Yeah. That's what I wanted to talk to y'all about tonight. You guys, there's a live from Graceland. There's a live from Graceland in my RV, you guys. Find it, watch it for an hour. You can win this Graceland magnet. And I'll give you a hint. I don't say where I am because I'm a solo female traveler. And I didn't want to say where I was because I was right there, right then, and I didn't want to say where I was. But you can find it. I say later. And Box Van D came in and said, "Where are you?" And I was like, I'm not telling. I think I said where I was when I was at in Branson, where I got this magnet. If you want this magnet, watch this live for an hour. Email me your address. I'll send you this magnet from Branson. Find the live where Red is in Palm Desert. I got this magnet in Palm Desert, and it says, today I'm letting out my inner diva. Y'all better stand back. So if you want to win this magnet, find and watch the live from Palm Springs, Palm Desert. I think we were in Palm Desert. I don't know. So, yeah. I'll be sharing these on my community tab. And I'll share with you the winners and stuff. Let's pray. I'm going to let y'all go. 1 hour and 23 minutes. Dear Lord, thank you for all my friends and YouTube followers. And I pray that you would bless them and be with them. Help us all, Lord, to know and guide us when we need to confront things, Lord, and help us not to run away. Help us to be brave and confront the things you want us to confront, and to be truthful and honest and to not be fake and be liars, and help us not to be people pleasers either, Lord, and just, to act fake and kiss people's butts, Lord. That's not, you don't want us to do that. You don't want us to be fake like that. That's dishonest. That's not real. Lord, help us to be honest and truthful with one another. Help us to tell people the truth and love. Help us to confront things that we need to confront, Lord. I pray for my son's friend that you would heal him, Lord, from his motorcycle accident. Lord, please be with him and comfort him. Lord, I pray you continue to comfort Diane and her family at the loss of her grandson, Lord. That's so, so hard. Be with all those that have lost loved ones, Lord. And I think of Lori. I pray you continue to heal her in her health condition, Lord, and strengthen her and give her wisdom, give her doctor's wisdom. And Rose too, Lord. And I pray for Lori's son-in-law, Lord, had a friend that died in an accident, Lord, very young, Lord. And I pray you please put your loving arms around that family and Lori's son-in-law and comfort them, Lord. It's so sad when we lose people, Lord, and it's so tragic when they're just gone too soon, Lord. And I just pray that you would comfort them, Lord. And I pray that you would be with anyone that's depressed, Lord, anyone that's thinking they don't matter, that's thinking they don't want to be here anymore, that's really struggling, Lord. I pray that you would be with anyone listening to my voice that thinks that they just don't want to be here anymore, and they're trying to make a plan. I just pray, Lord, that they would know that you love them, that someone would reach out to them, that they would know that you're reaching out to them right now through me, Lord. Lord, I pray that they would. Someone said this to me once, Lord, and it helped me. I pray that they would want to take that option off the table, Lord. Don't do that. Choose life, Lord. It's not good to make a permanent do a permanent thing for a temporary problem. You know, it's a temporary thing. Things will get better. Things will get better. Hold on, please. Please get help. I have the number. I can change my banner. Let me see. Yes, I have this banner. So anybody that, you know, is so depressed, Lord, I pray that they would hang on, Lord. I pray that they would reach out to you. I pray they would reach out to somebody. I pray that they would call that number if they're feeling that desperate, Lord. And I pray that they would get help, Lord. We don't know what someone's rock bottom is, Lord. But I pray that people would realize sooner than later that they can get help and that there is hope in you, Lord. Lord, I pray that you would remind me of any prayer requests that I forget. I pray you be with Kenneth. I pray you be with Rose. I pray you be with Diane. Anthony was here earlier, Lord. I pray you be with Galaxy Lady, Matthew, Daryl, Lord. I pray you would bless Daryl. Thank you that he made it in here today. I pray you be with Ronald, Lord, and bless him and his family and his friends. And I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Okie dokie, y'all. That's about it. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make quiche. I think I'm going to make quiche. I said you could win one more time if you want, but it's okay. Yeah, you know where all the videos are, and I think you've watched a lot of them already, Rose. It's up to you, but like I said, you can win that twice. So you got the Coco. She was my first winner and made me think of doing this contest. So thank you, Rose. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you can win one more time if you want to, but you're watching the videos anyways, and I really appreciate it. And y'all, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Good night.